Welcome to another episode on our channel. I get a chance to open up a figure from a toy maker I've never actually gotten something from before. This is Hot Heart, and the box kind of strikes me as being somewhat similar to present toys, very narrow, not bulky. So there are probably not a ton of accessories in here, which I'm okay with, especially if you have the opportunity to pay less for a figure. So this is Wade Wilson, portrayed by Ryan Reynolds in X-Men Origins Wolverine that came out in 2009. So it didn't come in its original mailer. Wouldn't expect that to happen. And it has no tape on it or anything like that. It's one of those boxes that just kind of opens up when you kind of lift the top up off and let gravity do its work. There you go. I hate hitting something. Anyway, so it does have one of these foam protection pieces on top. We have quite a few hands. All right. So it looks like we have some grasping hands. And okay, these hands are kind of open, but their fingers aren't spread out type of thing. So they're open, but not spread out very far. And these are trigger finger hands. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty typical. On the figure itself, the hands are fisted. Okay. Let's see what else we have in here. I'm not expecting a whole lot. Just double checking those in case something's in here. I bet these are wrist. No? Thought they would be wrist connectors. Oh, so this is like dog tags, basically. I was going to say necklace, but they're dog tags. We'll open them up and get them on the figure in a bit. And what else do we have? So we have a knife. And we have a handgun, which moves. It's kind of cool. It's always cool when that happens. And I bet the magazine comes out. We'll see. It looks like it should come out. Yeah, and it does. I don't see extra magazines. No. Okay. So, that's interesting. Looks like one of his boots is off. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's not like it's broken. It's just like the boot is off. But here is, and he's going to look drastically different. Oh, the other boot came off. We will have to remedy that. That's a first. The body came off. Okay. That's interesting. Huh. All right. Oh, he's not hanging together too good. But if you ever had a chance to watch X-Men Origins in 2009, he really looked a lot different from what he looks like now. And this is pretty much what he looked like. Let's see. So I think he looks pretty good, actually. Except he's falling apart. All right. I'm hoping he has something else. Let's see if there's anything else underneath this thing. Aha, good. Okay. So he does come with his sheaths that go on his back. And he does have swords. There's one. Ah, and they're metal. Yeah. So some really cool looking swords. And of course the stand. Just has his name, Wade Wilson, on it. In fact, I really like a very muted, simple stand. I'm more curious about the figure than I am the stand, actually. So that looks to be, that looks to be about it. So what we'll do is we'll pause. I will try to put them back together and see if we can kind of get him into a pose that works for me. All right, so we'll pause now. We are back, and I really love this character, made by Hot Heart. I love it because it's the only figure that I'm aware of where he's shown as he originally emerged on X-Men Origins Wolverine in 2009. There is a particular scene in that movie you have to see if you haven't seen the movie. The scene is worth watching, and we'll put that in the description below. He's doing a lot of fancy sword work in that particular scene. I love his boots. You can actually tie the strings together. The pants, the cargo pants are cool. The black bulletproof vest, the additional touch of the dog tags, the swords that are made of some sort of metal alloy, the variety of gloves, the sheath goes on via tied cords. There's no magnet or anything like that. He has a sheath on the left side of his hip where his knife goes, and a holster on the right side where his handgun goes. He's pretty cool looking. So we'll put him on a turn tray. We'll pause, get him on a turn tray, and see him from different angles. So here he is, and we'll do a quick circle around him. You can see his profile from this angle. You can see both swords and how sharp looking they are. The cargo pants, the boots, and just that touch of red underneath the bulletproof vest. There are his sheaths. And over here, I forgot to mention, here is his knife. It doesn't quite fit. That's the one thing. I pushed it in as far as I dared go. I think it should go in farther, but it doesn't seem to have the room to do so. Here's his handgun. That was a hard fit too, but I finally got it in there and snapped it shut. But there he is. All right. So we'll pause now and get him set up so you can see some tighter close-ups. Here he is, and I think you'll be able to see more details now. We'll go around in the same direction. The dog tags, very visible. You can put them underneath his bulletproof vest as well. There are the sheaths. He's got that muscular look. And there's the knife coming into view. You can see it's not completely down in the sheath. But again, I don't want to rip anything up, so there are the sheaths for his swords. And that's a tight fit as well. And you can see the straps that are used to put the sheath on, right? You got the red shirt underneath his vest. You can see the holster there coming into view with the gun sticking out. Yeah. Not too bad by a company I've really never heard of until I saw this figure. Hot Heart. All right. So I'll pause now and get a close-up of his face. Here's a close-up of Wade Wilson, portrayed by Ryan Reynolds, from X-Men Origins Wolverine in 2009. I think this is a really good head sculpt. Even though it's not Hot Toys and it's not perfect, when you look at this particular head, you do immediately, at least for me anyway, think of Ryan Reynolds. I think it's very interesting to see how a character evolves over time. That's why I wanted to get this figure so much. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, have a great day.